And hi. What is up? It is the live stream lounge. Hanging out with me today is, of course, James. Say hello.
What's going on? Oh, I never know where your little camera is.
Oh yeah, it's probably, is it up here? No. Yeah, oh, that's it right there. James, you have to show off this outfit because this jacket is off the hook. Oh wait.
Oh.
This jacket is off the hook. So what is up with that? So, dude, the sleeves.
So this is the Shang-Chi loosely based jacket from Super X, which is the brand that makes superhero type athletic wear. And it's got the 10 rings kind of like stitched in the sleeves there. So just a little piece of flair there.
Love that. I apologize that when I first saw it, I thought it was from Star Trek: The Next Generation.
Yeah, it really took the wind out of the sails at first, but I'm like, you know what, it's fine.
No, that's cool, man. It's killer, and it's totally you. It's kind of Aladdin-ish too, really.
A little bit. And I'm like, oh, if I had it during a shooting, I would have tried to put it on there because it's not licensed or technically the hero. It's just kind of loosely based. We could have gotten away with it.
Dude, I'm looking forward to way in the future when we can like afford to have more crazy designer products and stuff. We need jackets like that, but that are like based off the Red Star. You know, that'd be so cool. That'd be so rad. Love it. We have so much to chat about. I just want to run through the list a little bit just so you guys can be prepared. Because some of you, I know some of you guys come in, I get it. Like some of you might want to go to bed or whatever, but there is so much fun stuff to chat about today. Just to run through some of the list, we're going to talk about, I've got some Aladdin 3477, draw this in your own style that I want to share with you guys that you guys have done. We're going to talk about the trailer drop this week. And there is so much to chat about. We're going to chat about Cell Dweller, who did the music that's in the trailer. We're going to talk about the trailer reactions. We're going to talk about trailer comments, the Recreate My Trailer contest. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to see what you guys are going to do with that. I'm going to reveal half of the box of the Fidgy designer toy. We're going to take a close look at the Hong Kong Trooper minifig that everyone gets for free just for supporting at any tier level. Yeah. Then I'm going to share the new thank you gift and exactly what that is. We're going to take a look at that. And we are going to take a look at, so last year there was the largest Kickstarter ever. This author named Brandon Sanderson, who, to be honest, I never heard of this author before this Kickstarter. It was the largest Kickstarter ever. What was interesting about it is it pulled in 41.3 mil, which was wild. But what really interested me is he had kind of a similar thing like we're doing with the swag boxes. And actually the name of it was Surprise for Secret Novels, but the nickname for it was A Year of Sanderson. And it actually is starting now during this year, although it was last year that he had the Kickstarter. So one of the things that he's doing is every month there's either a book or a swag box that comes out. So there's 4 books and there's 8 swag boxes. So anyway, so I'm real curious because we're doing the swag boxes as well. Well, I happen to have the first swag box from Brandon Sanderson, and I am going to open it tonight. Me and James are going to go through. And I'm curious now. I mean, this is 41.3 mil. I want to see this better be pretty darn good. And I'm curious, like how this is going to stack up to our own swag boxes. Already, I got to say, this is nice. It's custom printing on the actual box.
I do like that.
So I'm not going to lie, like this is a really nice package. But I'm curious to see what kind of bang for the buck you're going to get compared to ours and what you're going to be getting from us. So we're going to take a look at this a little bit later on tonight. But first, we have, of course, our fun candy bar drinks. And James, are we doing, do I even need to ask, are we putting caffeine in here?
No, my pants just got 6 inches shorter because I hated the idea.
Right. Let's see. So next up is Kirkland Coffee, the almighty Costco, hooking it up. So we're using slightly different glasses today. These are kind of funky.
Did Wolf give you these?
I think my mom got me these, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe as a housewarming gift or something. I can't remember. I've had them for a long time. I don't really remember where they came from. I apologize if someone's like, dude, I got you those. Thanks a lot. It's been a long time I've had them. And some Irish cream.
I think your boxes need to have like just hand illustrated, just screen prints of your art just on the boxes.
It would be cool, you know, if we can get more,
or each tier.
if we can raise, I'm all about doing custom printed box art. Right now, it
Fair.
doesn't sound feasible, but if we can kick it into high gear, that would be amazing. James, what flavor are you wanting to add to your candy bar drink? I'll run through the list again. But we have mocha, cookie dough, peanut butter cup, vanilla bean, glazed donut, butter toffee, or salted caramel.
Hit me with that mocha.
Mocha loca.
Imagine like a box that looks like it's just a mechanical crate, but Red Star themed, or one that just kind of has a Sky Sail motif for the Sky Sail Mile High Club.
Yeah, the Sky Sail Mile High. It's just the Sky Sail Club.
Oh, okay.
But when James gets on board,
I mean, opportunity doesn't knock once, wait, knock again, come back later, and then try a third time before it returns your box to the warehouse, never to be seen again, UPS. They say they knock when they deliver your package, but I've never heard them knock once since 2019.
Yeah, I've had a few issues with things being delivered and not, or like getting things serviced at the house and then they leave a thing like, hey, we tried, but I was sitting right in the family room, so there's no way they rung the doorbell. Weird. I don't know. People are weird. Actually, we've got some things tonight where I'm going to share with you my favorite comment of the week regarding the trailer. People can be goofy. All right,
it's like, don't wait for UPS to service at your house. Call me and I will service at your house.
All right, we ready to kick this into high gear?
Sure, baby, you know it.
Oh, that's good. Wow, that's good. All right, it is time to get the party started with the live stream lounge. All right. That kicks it up, doesn't it? Kind of kicks it up. Shakes up your Sunday night a little bit. All right, enough, everyone. All right, so so much to talk about, so many things to jump into. I want to start right away with draw this in your style. So this I kind of dropped like a week and a half ago, and there haven't been a whole lot of them, but I wanted to share the ones that I've seen. For the Aladdin, draw this in your style. There's some really great artwork. One of the things that, I should open this up for comments. I should have been jumping on the comments. Let's see, how do I do this here? Oh yeah, we've got comments already, rock and roll. But one of the things that has me kind of tripped up a little bit, I thought I understood hashtags, but I'm having some difficulty with the hashtags for Aladdin 3477 DTIYS, because when I go and look in Instagram, for example, and when I do a search and I put in hashtag Aladdin 347 DTIYS, some show up. Do all of them show up? No, only about half of them show up. And then I go back, even things that I've dropped where I've used that hashtag are not there. And I'm double checking the spelling and everything. Why is that not in there? Also, there are some other artists who have produced really cool artwork. They've used the hashtag, but then when you do the search with the hashtag, it's not showing up.
It does seem like a kind of a vague hashtag, like almost like a random jumble.
But why it still, I don't understand why it wouldn't be exact. And especially in a world where like Facebook is all about, like you can't share fake news, and you click on something and, oh, this might be, we can't verify this or whatever, which I get. But at the same time, if someone types in a search, why are you not showing what people are searching for? If it's a specific hashtag, why aren't they all coming up? I can't figure that out. So if anyone knows, please help me out. Please leave some comments on what's going on with the hashtags. I can't understand that. I guess hashtags aren't normally, I have looked up some hashtags before, but it's usually not the way I look for things, but I'm not sure. So first up, we've got the studio. Oh, yeah. So TH3 Studio is Eric Steele, who plays Aladdin. So, of course, Eric is an actor, and he's phenomenal in this. He is so great as Aladdin. But the studio is actually a film studio that he runs in Utica, Michigan. And he does everything from animation to filmmaking. They've done commercials there, music videos. We've actually done some Aladdin stuff there, some VFX that are in the film that you're going to see. And as well, we've done a lot of the promotional photos there and stuff. It's really, really a cool place. So definitely check out TH3 Studio and follow along. Shang-Chi, what up? Premise Lands, what up? Hello. What is going on? Que pasa? What's up, DTE? Dave Todd, we have to get Dave Todd on the show at some point soon, because merch. He's been so helpful behind the scenes and stuff. David Van Dyke, what up? Whoa. Aaron GTV. Hello, David. Good to see you here. What's up, Justin? The drinks. I mean, we have to start. I need homemade Kahlua. Julie, tell me more about this homemade Kahlua. I did not know about this.
Listening intently.
Yeah, I don't gosh, homemade I don't think I've had like homemade whiskeys that are really good. I don't think James, have you had homemade Kahlua before?
No, but I have had John Rick's horchata, and it's fantastic. Now that I realize that a real authentic horchata doesn't have any dairy, so Eric and I can just slam it without any shame whatsoever.
Paul Michael Kane, who's going to be a guest coming up in about a month, says the trailer's awesome. We're going to talk about the trailer tonight for sure.
CMK.
All right, John Rick, woot woot, what up? Awesome. You guys are great. And like, you guys are chatting with each other and stuff. It's so cool. Tim Moser, what's going on? Thank you so much. Hashtags are screwy, always troublesome. Yeah, I don't understand. Like, why wouldn't it just automatically give you all of the like, what's the point of doing a hashtag if they're not going to get, like, that doesn't even make sense. I'm just trying to figure out if anything, like, I mean, if the spelling is correct, just why wouldn't it show up? That's a little aggravating, because the whole point of the draw this in your style is so you can see what other people did and you put in the hashtag. But like, if it's not going to give you exactly,
last night now.
Yeah,
on Instagram a lot.
Yeah, we'll have to see what's going on with that. That's the whole reason for using hashtags in the first place. And I'm concerned with this contest that we have going on. So
I've only seen 3 pieces with that hashtag, come up. So
Oh, with the contest one?
yeah, and I feel like there's more that have come through already.
Where people are already done making the contest for the trailer, the make my own
sorry, I
trailer.
thought you
Oh,
meant,
you mean the draw this in your style.
Yeah.
So we've got Milton. What's up? How you doing? We're actually about to show some of your artwork. Chat peeps, what up? Hashtags are for Instagram, Twitter. I know Facebook is irrelevant, but looking on Instagram, they're still not all showing up, which is interesting. Hashtags could be, hashtags case sensitive. Are they case sensitive? I wonder. Hello, what's up, Mama Rick? What up, brother? Aaron G in the hizzle. What about the motion comic? Oh my gosh. Milton, that would be amazing. I don't know if you're suggesting that you are going to do a motion comic version of the trailer. Oh my gosh, that would be, I have goosebumps right now. Just look at that, goosebumps. I have goosebumps just thinking about it. That would be off the hook. Or maybe you're just suggesting it for other people to do. Either way, that would be amazing. Laddie 3477. What up, Dave Santia? I'm about to show some of your art. No, they're not. I assume that's to them being uppercase and lowercase, case sensitive. All right, so I want to share some of these amazing draw this in your own style. So first up, this is J.W. Goulet, I believe. And this is so cool because this is like the old school Marvel Comics covers of Aladdin and Fiji. And I love in the little inset under the price and whatnot, it has Princess Kamala. This really is cool for me to see because this is when I was growing up. For a long time, this was kind of the layout that they always had at the top of Marvel Comics pretty much through the 70s and the 80s. It stayed this way for a long, long time. And I have my own comic books that I drew when I was a kid. And I would always have that Marvel Comics group, kind of going across at the top. And I was looking at this, and one of the things that kind of struck me as funny, and I know I used to draw this when I was a kid, but way up in the corner, they have the comics code. And I remember you would see that both on Marvel Comics, and I'm pretty sure you saw it on DC Comics as well. And then in the 90s, when there was just a lot more like independent comics and Dark Horse and stuff like that, Image Comics, they didn't bother with the comics code. And now I'm wondering, what exactly was the comics code? Like, what was that? What was that anyway? Was that just determining like the ethics of a good comic book or making sure it's okay for family friendly material? Like, what exactly is the comics code and why would they put that on the cover that this Marvel comic is approved by the comics code? And did they ever have a comic that they put out that was not approved by the comics code back then? I don't know. I'm curious. If you guys know, I would like to know the scoop on this, but excellent artwork. Next up, Abby Holland. This is so adorable. Aladdin and Fiji. So cool. This is actually the one. And if you want to follow her art, I've got her her handle there where she's got all of her artwork. But this is one of them that I had a hard time finding because it didn't show up. She's got the hashtag correctly, but it's posted on Instagram, but it's not showing up when you search the hashtags. Can't figure that out. Next up is Milton Carmago Cifuentes.
Look at that Fiji.
Am I saying that? I know Fiji's so adorable, and
That's
I know
the tattoo I would get of Fiji.
It's like a new school tattoo of Fiji. It's so cute. And I love, someone left a comment that this is kind of like the Jack Black of Aladdin because it just kind of has an awesome Jack Black look to it.
I'd watch that.
So it's almost like Gelatin Baladin, maybe. I don't know, but it is so cool. And I just love like the colors in the face, the digital coloring, and it's just his work is phenomenal. So definitely give and he's hanging out in the comments right now. So give Milton a follow. all the way from Colombia. Super, super cool. Dave Santia. Dave Santia just killed it. Oh my gosh. I forgot. You know what? There's a few of these I don't even have on here. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Again, this is the problem with the hashtags where I'm using my memory to put them all in here, but they're not all showing up on Instagram, or I even looked up Google and I tried to do it that way, and they're just not all showing up. So I'm a little frustrated with these hashtags. So I apologize that I don't have everyone in here. Anyway, Dave Santia knocking it out of the park with this awesome, it's almost like a Roy Lichtenstein kind of pop art. And I love that Fidji is just peering around Aladdin's shoulder. It's so cool. And he's like, this really like kind of captures the quirky relationship that they have. So cool. And then look at this awesome, again, Dave Santia. And this is really cool. Like for you guys, maybe this doesn't mean as much. It might just be like, oh, cool, it's Aladdin, and in the background, sunset and Taj Mahal. You don't understand though. Like for me, where the last 13 years, my life has been consumed with this character. It's just so cool to see Aladdin is like this down and out con artist. And he's not entirely homeless, but he's definitely been dealt some really tough cards in his life. And he longs for something more. He longs to belong, to have a sense of purpose, to belong with the elite that live among the clouds. And so this really kind of struck a chord with me, because this isn't just Aladdin kind of from the first film. This is kind of Aladdin across the trilogy. And Aladdin is not like the heart of gold person that you might expect, like you see in the cartoon. Like he doesn't steal a loaf of bread and then give it to kids. Like that's not something this Aladdin would do. He's a little bit more of a scoundrel. Will he become the hero that everyone is thinking? You're just going to have to invest and dive into these movies to see. Excuse me. But so this is just really cool. It's just a really evocative piece that that I think is awesome. There are more, and I will try to get on those and share those next week, because I know there are a couple that are missing. So I apologize to you guys, but man, it's those hashtags. I put this together right before we started the live stream, and I looked up the hashtags, and they're just not all showing up, and I can't figure out why that is. Let's go to some comments. All right. Oh, it looks like we've got some information on the comics code. So I can't wait to see what's up with that. The retro cover is nicely done. I have to agree. Great cover. Great price on that comment. Yeah, it was like 400 cents. Love it. Yes, it's exactly that, until it was found out that the whole thing, that just before Congress, was based on a lie. Then everyone just started ignoring the comics code. Yeah, it just seems like it's kind of pointless anyway. Like, is there ever going to be a parent that's like going through a comic store and like, oh, I'm going to buy this for my kid. I'm going to buy this for, wait, this comic that I can see on the cover here, they don't have the comics code. Naughty, naughty. You know what I mean? Like, it's so funny. That was a thing for a long time. And look at this. We've got actual information. The Comics Code Authority, CCA, was formed in 1954 by the Comics Magazine Association of America as an alternative to government regulation. Wow, it's so, like, it's amazing, like, the time that we live in now. Like, that doesn't even sound possible. Like, the government regulated comic books? Because now we live in a world where there's so many independents and people put out their own, like, we live in an Etsy world now where people just do what they want. So much, like, I believe it though, so much government regulation. Dude, James, less than 100 years ago, us having these drinks,
Yeah, right.
would have been naughty, naughty.
I think you just hanging out with me would have been naughty, naughty. So.
Wow. Wow. Oh my gosh.
But look at our film, where everything is diverse, everyone's included. It's all a melting pot.
Yeah,
We're hanging
yeah.
out with robots now.
I know the world isn't a perfect place. I know we have so far to come in so many ways. But I think, and I hope you guys agree with me, I think we've come so far. And I think we are, some people, everyone feels differently. Some people think we're getting worse and we're going in a whatever direction and everything. I think we're getting better. And I think it's just all communication. And I know there's a lot of people disagree online and everything is divided. But I think the great thing is just we're having conversations and we're understanding each other. And I think we're getting better. And so, and I think things like this, you read things like this, and it just doesn't even sound like it was possible, because it's just not the way things are now. So we've come a long way. Yep. The Comics Code formation followed a moral panic centered around a series of Senate hearings and the publication of psychiatrist Frederick Wortham's book Seduction of the Innocent.
Jeez.
Cisco Ponch 67. I appreciate this. Is amazing information. Like, wow, I'm so
I learned something.
Yeah, I'm learning too. It's amazing. Marcus, what's up? Oh my gosh, thank you so much. Marcus, we need to do another podcast, and I need to do it in a way because I know your theme is all horror stuff. So maybe I can put together like some of the darker images of Aladdin, because it's mostly a family-friendly adventure. It's a PG-13, but it does go to some dark places for sure. So we need to put something together sometime soon. Fuzar rules. Checking the stream for a few minutes. Hey, what up? I Dave here in the chat. I'd love to get a price for the digital files of these prints, and I'd love to print them out and hang them up with the Aladdin poster I'm getting. That is awesome. That is great to hear. And some of these could end up on, and I wouldn't just print them myself, but I'm thinking the same thing with some of the awesome art you guys are doing. I would love to have them on different products. By the way, while I'm talking about it, these are not official products, but one of my students, Kim Johansson, put together a bunch of these mugs as a gift.
Ooh, look at that.
Isn't that nice? So I would love to have some products with some of the artwork you guys are doing. I would reach out to you guys and I would throw you guys some bones. I wouldn't just print them. This one here, look at that. It's kind of in the hair. I'll pull it out here. Maybe there's a little bit better light. But this one has Princess Kamala printed on this mug. And then there is one more. This is Lochan Shyamalan. So these aren't official. I'll be honest, there are no mugs in any of the rewards packages. At least that's not the plan.
And what's this all been about, Matt? No,
but I'm curious, like, is that something you guys really would have wanted? A mug? Mugs are difficult for something like this because the mugs aren't that expensive, but they're heavy. So it's hard to package them sometimes with other things, and they're bulky. So it can't go in a flat box with books. It has to go in something bigger. But then if there's other items in there that could get like knocked around, or the mug itself, so then you've got to pay for a box to have the mug in. Well, that costs more money. Mugs are heavy, so there's the cost of shipping to here, and then the shipping to you guys. The mug itself isn't that expensive, but then with shipping and everything, it becomes more costly. So it's more costly for you. So I don't know if that's something that mugs would be really cool, but I don't know if that's something that's like high on your list.
This is clearly something you considered.
What's that?
This sounds like something you've considered.
Oh my gosh.
Logistics.
You have no idea. For the past 2 years, I've been writing down ideas for what would go in the Kickstarter, what would people want, what would people not want. There are things I have designed, like literally I'll give you an example, and I should show you some of these designs. I actually designed a Fidgy plushie toy.
What?
Yeah, there's artwork for it and everything. There's a bunch of products I've designed artwork for, and then kind of at the last minute, I didn't think it would be things you guys would be into. You should see James' eyes right now. I'm talking about a Fidgy plushie that I was like, I don't, I'm not going to do that. Right. Like, no, seriously. But maybe we'll do that on one of these upcoming episodes. Like, what do you guys really want? Because there is some flexibility where maybe like I've got a list of what's on the plate, but maybe some of these things you're not as interested in. And maybe you guys are like, we want the Fidgy plushie, So I don't know. A lot of what I'm basing it on is like, what would I want? And I just like plushies are cute, but sometimes robot plushies don't make sense. So like a Yoda plushie, I get. An R2D2 plushie, I don't really get because James is shaking his head, yes. But an R2D2, like R2D2 isn't soft and squishy. It's a robot. It's like this I get.
But all plushies are soft and squishy. So no matter what the plushie looks like, it's going to be a plushie.
I guess that's true. I guess that's true. I don't know.
The R2D2 plushie concept worked way better than when I saw a Chibi C3PO plushie. And just
hey, okay, so let's jump through some more comments. The last new mug I got was sent to me by MC Chris. Interesting. Nick Nix, what's going on? Oh my gosh, I miss you terribly, man. I hope you're doing well. Think of it like a slideshow. People know it's expensive and they're willing to pay for that extra price to get items. Since Aladdin is a thief, maybe you could have a contest where people try and steal merchandise.
I'm in.
Gosh, Premise Land, you're onto something. I never even thought about this. What about a scavenger hunt? And maybe I was thinking about this like a couple years ago and then I forgot about it. I would have to do it in a way where anyone could do it. I mean, I could do something local here, but that wouldn't be fun for the rest of the world. But have some kind of scavenger hunt where people have to steal things and maybe there's a limited number. So it's like if I had 5 of each thing that people have to, so it's possible that 5 people could find everything, but some people might find only pieces of things and that eliminates other things for everyone else. Like if you're, I don't know.
I'm currently doing a scavenger hunt right now. And the way they have it set up is it's fair to everyone. It's so challenging. I've lost every week for like a month now.
Oh, and it's a new one every week?
Mm-hmm.
Gosh.
We'll talk later.
All right. Yeah, we need to figure this out. There should definitely.
I'm so bad at it.
That's a great idea. And I don't have my thing to write down notes. I can put something on my.
I'm already winning.
All right. I like that. All we have to do is talk a little bit of horror related stuff, and then the rest of Aladdin 3. All right, rock and roll. I'm down with that, Marcus. I should do a limited run of Burger King style glasses. Todd, that would melt my heart to do tumblers like that. That's a must. I don't know if it'll happen this time, but if enough of you are like, no, we definitely need some Aladdin glasses, I would. That's definitely high on my list.
I will give you my firstborn child right now. We'll plan it right now.
But we'd have to pack them so that they're, so that they're nice and good to go.
So the baby can breathe. Oh, the glasses. No. Yeah. That's a good idea too.
Vader isn't soft and squishy, but I have a plushie of him. All right. Yeah, that's cool. Maybe I'll show you guys the artwork of the plushie and then you guys can decide whether I like that idea of the Burger King style glasses. Yeah. Fidgy shaped pillow plushie would be cool. Yeah. And I was considering that as well, because those are easier to make. I was going to do a full 3D. I'll show you guys the artwork next week. I'll write that down. Not sideshow. Oh, sideshow collectibles. Gotcha.
I wish I was a sideshow collectible. Those things are so expensive.
Yeah. The sideshow. I'm in cahoots with the sideshow collectible cats. I've been to their, I've done a tour of their facilities in Los Angeles. They're really, really cool people.
Nice.
Mom and uncle used to organize scavenger hunts. Interesting. Got to split. Dave Santia, talk to you later, man. Rock and roll. Thank you. Awesome seeing you do a live chat. Hope to see you do more. Absolutely. Every week, it's the live stream lounge at 9 o'clock EST. All right. So we've got more to chat and talk about. So the Kickstarter, we are on the brink. We've been on the brink of 40K for almost a week now, quadruple funding, but we've been teetering and just kind of staying even. At one point, we actually did cross over for it must have been honestly like 5 minutes. And before I could, and I'm glad I didn't announce it, but before I could announce, woohoo, we just hit quadruple funding. We were just teetered over, and then someone that had a $700 pledge canceled.
Oh.
Which brought us back. So now we've been teetering, and last I checked, we are less than 300 away. So we're just looking for a nice pledge or two, and that'll put us over to quadruple funding. We've been teetering at the same place like for a week. We're definitely in that plateau where we've had a bunch of days with nothing, and then a couple of days where we'll have like, a pledge or two. So it's everything is rocking. It's going great. And it's awesome that so many of you jumped on board right away, because that really helps. It helps our algorithm, and it helps kind of the traction. Although every Kickstarter hits that plateau, and the idea is to try to have these spikes, which I have been doing, but it's been interesting because a lot of the things that I thought for sure would give us a little push, a little spike, haven't been giving the spike the way that I thought. So I thought for sure when the movie poster dropped, like we're going to see a little bit of a spike, right? We did not see a little bit of a spike. I thought for sure when I dropped the Aladdin Draw This in Your Style that I would be rounding in the Draw This in Your Own Style community. And that has happened a little bit, but certainly haven't seen an uptick in the Kickstarter from that. I thought for sure dropping the movie trailer, which has gone through the roof, and it's been amazing, which we're going to talk about. But in terms of the Kickstarter, has there been a spike? There has not been a spike. So even though we are on the brink right now of 300K views, which is amazing for a small indie product like us, the trailer hasn't even been out a week yet. Has that transitioned into Kickstarter pledges? It has not, even though at the very end of the trailer, it's on Kickstarter now. Well, not everyone's on Kickstarter. I'm of those 300K viewers, how many actively go on Kickstarter or care about Kickstarter or even know what it is? A lot of people think Kickstarter is charity. So even if they think the trailer's awesome, they might be like, well, I don't want to just give this person my money for no reason. Well, it's not for no reason. You get awesome rewards, but a lot of people might not know that. So
people don't even know what crowdfunding is.
Yeah. Well, crowdfunding, there's different versions of crowdfunding. So crowdfunding is also like a GoFundMe, where like someone may have hospital bills or something like that. So crowdfunding isn't always necessarily you get something back that I know of. I think I'm clear on that. But when you've got things like Kickstarter and Indiegogo, and then there's a new one now, I think called In Demand or something like that, that might be part of Indiegogo and a new streaming thing that they have or something like that. I need to check on that, but I've been hearing a lot of people talk about In Demand.
Is it spelled like indie and then mand?
No, but it should. Oh wait, maybe it is. It should be though. Yeah. James, where were you when they put this together?
My genius is often unappreciated.
Oh my gosh. So anyway, so the Kickstarter's doing great. Please continue to share with your friends. All the sharing that's been online has been amazing. But the best thing you can do is directly share with your friends. Text them, email them, DM them, and let them know. Like if you just randomly share it, a lot of people in your feed aren't going to see it anyway. So send it directly to your friends and let them know why. If you have a friend that's really into robots, tell them, dude, there are so many robots in this. Check this out and share the Kickstarter. If people are into like Asian culture or, Hindu kind of things and into Bollywood or something, hit up your friends there. There's so many aspects to this, the sci-fi, the fact that it's based loosely on the Aladdin tale. Star Wars fans, it's got kind of a Star Wars aesthetic. It feels like Indiana Jones. You may have just general filmmaking friends or people that are into kit bashing and things like that. So hit up your friends, let them know why you think that they would think this is Nito Torpedo. All right, so we talked about draw this in your style. We need to talk about the trailer because, oh my gosh, how wild. The trailer dropped on Tuesday, and I'm just so happy that you guys are into it and that you guys dig it. The response has been, it's been mostly positive. In fact, it's been from people that I know, it's been mostly positive, but of course, like, my family is going to be like, oh my gosh, it's so good, Matt, but everyone seems to be just really, really, just energized by it. And it's a good representation of what the films feel like. So the Kickstarter, it kind of showed a lot of the movie, but a lot of it was just kind of an overview, how the movies were made, what the actual Kickstarter is, peppered in with a bunch of different shots from the film to show you what it looks like. But the trailer really shows you what kind of pulse pounding adventure this really is. So I'm glad you guys are into it. Please continue to share with your friends. It's just been awesome. We're almost at 300K views, 300,000 views. That's amazing. If it keeps going the way it's been going, in a few days, we may hit 500,000 and we may hit over 1 million views. That's by goosebumps again. It's amazing. And I'm just so grateful. And I can't stress enough, a lot of people that see this, and I'm assuming when people see this, they think it's probably a bigger production than it really is. We really did our best. The whole team behind this, in front of the camera and behind the camera, we really tried to make this look like just a giant blockbuster film, but we used grassroots techniques. And this was by no means cheap. And this was a labor-intensive project. Again, as you know, for 13 years, but we tried to make a mountain out of a molehill. And I think at the very least, I think we've done a pretty good job doing that. And it's just so awesome seeing your response to it. I'm just so grateful that you guys are into it. So much to chat about with that. What I want to talk about now real quick, and then we're going to get to some comments, is I want to talk about the music. And the music, of course, that you're hearing is the incredible Cell Dweller, aka Clayton, aka Scandroid, aka Circle of Dust, aka Freak Jen. And Clayton is just amazing. I've been a huge fan of Cell Dweller for since like the Switchback days. And you were 12, and his music is just amazing. I think his albums get better and better and better. If I had to pick a favorite, I would say End of an Empire is probably my favorite. But, and in general, if I had to put them in order, even though I loved the debut album, like that was amazing and just like ruled my world back then. But it's almost like his work just gets better and better and better. And so I almost rank the albums backwards from newer is best. And not that the first one isn't good, because man, at the time that was like one of my favorite albums ever of all time. And they just keep getting better. So good. So amazing. If you're not familiar, if you hear the music in the trailer and you're like, man, this stuff is off the hook, you definitely have to check out Cell Dweller and check out his catalog. He's got a bunch of different music outlets. So I like Cell Dweller is what you're hearing there, but uh, Clayton is his name. That's like his it's all of his projects. So he's got another thing called Scandroid, which is almost like an 80s synth kind of thing that's kind of like Depeche Mode-ish. He's got Freak Gen, which is almost like the lo-fi kind of more easygoing. Easygoing is probably not a great word for it, but just chill hop. And then Circle of Dust is more industrial. But even through Cell Dweller, his albums all have vocals that are amazing, but he's also got a branch of Cell Dweller that is more soundtrack based, and it's just music. And his music is licensed all the time. You probably saw in the Kickstarter video, like, oh my gosh, almost any great movie, television show, trailer, video game, you hear his music on a lot of that stuff all the time. So to have him involved, having his music in the Aladdin 3477 films is just awesome. So the tracks that you hear in the trailer, you also hear in the movies, plus there's a lot more. And I also utilized, he has another company called Refractor Audio, where he has production packs where you can use his beats, riffs, modular, like keyboard synth craziness, and you can, and it's all arranged at different BPMs, which is beat per minute, and you can basically put songs together when you buy these production packs, and it already has a great mix. You can just drop stuff together and it already sounds amazing, and it has that signature Cell Dweller style. So he's got a smaller version called Sonics that's amazing, and then kind of a bigger version called Transport. And then there's additional packs where there's additional modular, there's additional guitar. This was awesome for me because when I was putting together the music during these films, there were a lot of places where I just needed like a beat, or I needed something, or maybe I had other music, but I needed a beat under it, or maybe the music just needed a little bit extra guitar. It's all organized by key and by BPM. And so it was really, really easy for me to kind of put stuff together. And it's just amazing. So these films, even though they weren't actually scored by Clayton, it definitely has his fingerprint all across these films. So if you really like the music in the trailer, then you're in for a treat with the Aladdin 3477 films, and definitely check out more of his work. I actually have a few photos here. This is actually me and Clayton in his mothership studio. This was actually 2 months before we began filming, I believe, 2014. And then this is Clayton at my place. Just like James, very fond of the,
there's the Hellboy.
It's the right hand of Doom. Yeah, the right hand of Doom. And then, true story, while we had the set up for the Hong Kong marketplace, the not to be confused with the Hong Kong Garden District marketplace, but the Hong Kong marketplace, Clayton came out and filmed a Scandroid music video for a song called Eden. And what was neat about that is when I made the Hong Kong set, it all takes place during the day. And I wish, because at nighttime, when you would light it up at nighttime, it looked amazing. But I couldn't just change the story and add in a nighttime scene just for the heck of it. I wish I could. I wish I would have. But listen, the story is the story. You can't just go adding stuff in just to add it in. But I was so grateful that he came out and filmed on the set at nighttime. So the one opportunity that you have to see what this set looked like at nighttime is this music video for a song called Eden. So look that up on YouTube, Scandroid Eden, and you'll see this music video. I think this is a screen. I don't know if is this a screenshot? It might be. But you can see in the background some of the set that he kind of walks through, and it's a great song. And then here's me and Clayton hanging out here at some other point. He's been here a couple times. He's done, I think he even did, yeah, he did like a photo shoot here. And
he's partied with us.
Oh yeah. Yeah, just a cool cat. So what I want to chat about now, actually, I want to go to some comments next, is what I want to do. Let's see where we at here. All right, just an idea. Maybe a perk that is a $1 to $5 piece that works like a raffle ticket, and the winner gets a big prize involving Aladdin 3477. Gosh, you know, I've got so many things that I would love to do as a raffle. I've got things like, I've made so many robots, like little, just like kit bashed robots and stuff that I would love to have as prizes. I have artwork that like is graffiti panels from a lot of the sets that are really cool pieces of artwork that, like, if you framed it and like hung it up, it's like really cool artwork, I think. And I just don't have room for it here. I would hang them all up here if I had room for it.
You didn't have room for one of the last robots that you built coming out of the stage that we were working at, and he was going to go into the dumpster, if I do recall correctly. And then
which one?
It was a gray one. He stands about yay high.
Oh yeah,
yeah. And I sent you a picture of him in a Santa hat.
That's right.
And I said, what's happening? Like, well, there's no room at my place for this. Do you want it? Like, if it's going to spare him a fate worse than death, yes, I want it.
Dude, that melts my heart. I remember now, and I'm so glad you have that, because otherwise, I just didn't have. There's so many.
Some of your art's down in the sidebar, and that was going to go into the garbage. And like, I know exactly where it's going to go.
It just broke my heart. And just like you hear about like the Star Wars films where they built the Millennium Falcon, they had to tear it down for the original films. They built it for the first Star Wars film, and then they tore it down and burned it, because where are they going to do with it? And it costs more to keep it in storage, and for what, right? Then they built one for The Empire Strikes Back. Now they know Star Wars is big. Doesn't matter. There's no room for it. Once they were done filming it, they burned it. And then same for Return of the Jedi.
I think that's a good plan, raffle off some of that stuff. Because otherwise, Eric and I will find places for all of your salvageable stuff.
Yeah, it's cool. All right. Mike says, idea, what about getting your image drawn into an Aladdin poster or comic, into the background or something? I like that idea. I've got something in the works, preliminary with a comic, but it's not quite ready just yet. And once that's locked in, I would love to offer something like that. I don't know if I'll be able to do it during the Kickstarter. A poster, that is a great idea. I have to simmer on that. I wish in one way it would have been cool if we did this Kickstarter before or during the time that we were filming. But when you're doing something like this 24/7, you've got to be on the Kickstarter, and that would have just slowed down filming, which is already so expensive, and your mind is just already all over the place doing that. So, but that would have been really cool to do that as well. I should contact This Week in Star Wars YouTube channel about the trailer. In terms of the official, I know a lot of the cats, obviously, at Lucasfilm. I'm pretty confident they would not want to plug Aladdin 3477, just because they don't really plug anything else outside of Star Wars on the because this isn't Star Wars. So, for example, if there's an author like Timothy Zahn, everyone knows Timothy Zahn, who's written a bunch of the expanded universe books, the Heir to the Empire series and everything. So when he has a new Star Wars book that comes out, of course, they will plug it on This Week in Star Wars. But if Timothy Zahn has another book coming out, even if it's sci-fi, you're not going to hear about it on This Week in Star Wars, unfortunately. trying to think if there is some kind of crossover, or even like Jon Favreau, who is the main, and Dave Filoni, the main cats behind The Mandalorian. Of course, you're going to hear all about that on This Week in Star Wars. But if Jon Favreau makes an announcement that he is writing and directing Elf 2, which would be huge news, you're not going to hear about it on This Week in Star Wars. Even though Jon Favreau is so tied in with Star Wars right now, they're just, I think there's so much Star Wars content coming out that it just doesn't merit having anything non-Star Wars on there. Otherwise, I would be jumping on that. If you have other ideas, I've been trying to research other websites to kind of get into, like Gizmodo and stuff like that. I've contacted them, and a few other sites. Love Synthwave, didn't know he was Scandroid. Yeah. And a lot of people, Circle of Dust was a huge industrial band from back in the day. The Cell Dweller Sonic stuff is totally awesome. I agree, DTE. It's a great, for the cost. I think it's only like, it might only be like $60 or something like that. The beats, the riffs that you get are just incredible. Just incredible. Did I see Aladdin 2? Aladdin 2, the cartoon? Because the live action has not gone into production yet that I am aware of. All right, everyone, wish you a good night. Can't wait to see Laddie 3477. What? Let me try something. Be right back. Come on, Matt Bush. You can draw. You're Matt Bush. You can draw Star Wars. Screen Rant, Joe Rogan. Gosh.
I do not want to talk to Joe Rogan.
Screen Rant, I need to. But regardless of how you feel about Joe Rogan, if he wanted to talk Aladdin 3477.
Well, yes, if he came to you, okay.
Well, I mean, any way you slice it, like if I could get on that show just to get those numbers and to get it in front of people.
Just one big blur.
Maybe if you move in or move back, sometimes like, and then it'll catch up. Jim Lee, you know what? Jim Lee is someone I might be able to reach out to a little bit. Jim Lee contacted me years ago, sent me an email, and when I got it, I was like, wait, this can't be the Jim Lee. And it was. And he was actually interested in me coming out to Wildstorm Studio, and I think he had just moved it to New York. It used to be in La Jolla, California. And he wanted me to come out and like kind of give a presentation or give like a workshop to his artists. And I was actually really nervous and like, and I was like, yeah, next time I'm in New York or whatever. But I should have just flown out there right then. I think I was like under a lot of deadlines at the moment. But it blew my mind that I got that email from Jim Lee. He is someone I might be able to reach out to. Nerdist News. I just looked at Nerdist the other day and I tried looking up how to contact them. And there's a way to pitch them ideas that is not what you send for news. And it mentioned you do that through something else. And so I looked for the something else and I couldn't find it. So if you know how to get press to Nerdist News, let me know, because they would be a good fit for us for sure. But I spent probably about an hour trying to go through and I couldn't figure out who, what, when, where, why, and how to do it. Send Joe Rogan a Fidgy. Maybe I should. Is Joe Rogan a robot? A robot cat? Sent word to Kevin Smith about showing it at his movie theater. Oh my gosh, that would be amazing, David, at his new Modcast Cinema, I think it's called. That would be amazing. And Kevin Smith is aware of the project because Amar Nemo talked about it on one of his podcasts, which was awesome. And that actually is on YouTube if you look that up. You can see that there. And of course, Kevin was kind of making fun of it a little bit, the way that Amar presented it, but he sounded interested at the same time. So that was really cool. But there's a video for that that you guys should check out. Faux show. Joe Rogan loves the bizarre and sci-fi. Interesting. Then maybe I should send him a Fiji or send him, gosh, I don't know. I'll have to follow up on that. But Joe Rogan, I think he's pretty A-list for the people that he has on the show, like big names, big books. And we're getting close and we're rising for sure. The trailer is helping quite a bit. So we're getting more and more recognition each week. I think we're still a little under the radar. Cannot wait to see the film. I've been on pins and needles for this release. Awesome, Kyle. Thank you so much. I can't wait to share more with you guys. In fact, the next thing that I wanted to talk about is, have you guys seen some of the awesome trailer reactions? Oh my gosh, there's some really good ones. The Aladdin one is great. If you haven't seen it, you definitely have to check it out. It's cool because the way Eric did it, you get to watch the trailer with him. And the thing that's really neat is you get to see it through Aladdin's eyes. And there's, when I see the trailer or when I see anything Aladdin, it's hard for me to kind of see what everyone else sees because I'm too busy looking at, I hope people can't tell that thing's made out of cardboard. And oh my gosh, if only people knew this part of the gun is actually just a toilet paper roll. I see all the things that went into what we were making that I think just kind of goes, hopefully goes over people's heads. But, so it's interesting. I'm so interested in seeing your reactions and hearing what you guys think. But it's really neat, like in the example of Eric, who plays Aladdin, getting his take on everything and kind of seeing everything again through his eyes. And that's also true of all the other cast that did some awesome reaction videos. So we had Eric Steele, who plays Aladdin. He's done one. You can find all of these, by the way, not through hashtags, that's for sure, but I have them all on the Aladdin 3477 Facebook page. So you'll find all of them there, but there's Eric Steele, there's Aaron G, who plays the Djinn of Wisdom. There is James Polony, who plays multiple characters in the first film. Where it's mostly covered with a mask, or so you might not recognize him at first. But in the second film, he's got a major character named Shen.
Yeah, he does.
That you guys are absolutely going to love.
Yeah, you might.
But we also have Lindsay did a great reaction video. She is one of the producers, and she plays this mysterious character named Umi that you guys are going to love. Christy Perovsky, who plays Princess Kamala, she did a great reaction video. I'm trying to think if I've forgotten anyone, but they're really cool, just awesome that we've gotten some great cast and crew reactions, which has been awesome. The next thing I wanted to chat about is trailer comments. So it's been awesome because as YouTube has blown up with this, with the trailer, there's been a lot of comments, mostly good, but then also, that you can't please everyone, all of the time. And so I just wanted to share my favorite one. Maybe each week I will share my favorite comment, like the one that makes me laugh the most, and so this was the comment that just I was in stitches when I read this. But here Edgar Bull said, "My life is ruined after watching this trailer." That was kind of how I felt too. Like, oh my gosh, you poor guy. Like,
dox this one.
How bad is your life in shambles, where there is just so much wrong that's happening in your life where at the end of the day, you sat down and the last straw that broke the camel's back, as you sat down, you're surfing through YouTube, you see a little thumbnail that says Aladdin 3477 official trailer. And you're like, man, my life is just almost over. But wait, this glimmer of hope. Is this a futuristic Aladdin movie? Oh my gosh, this could be amazing. Could this be the shining light I've been waiting for? And then you click play and it's not what you were hoping for. And it's like, my life is ruined after watching this trailer, right? And I'm sorry. But anyway, so it's always fun to read the reactions. The one that I remember from the Conjure films that was probably the most scathing, but also I had to kind of laugh. By the way, I've gotten really, really amazing reviews for those Conjure films, Conjure film, which was incredibly DIY and very experimental. I wouldn't suggest watching it, although some people really appreciate it and think it's super creative. But I remember the comment that was the funniest was, this film is so bad it made my eyeballs scab over from watching it.
Jeez.
Yeah, but it is what it is. It's all good. So next up, I wanted to chat about the Recreate My Trailer contest. But first, let's go to some comments. Let's see here. Swag packs to people who can give you great recognition. I'm all about that.
Wait, it sounds like just exposure.
Yeah, but if people are giving us exposure for exposure is what we need. We need exposure more than anything else. But yeah, there's I've been trying to figure out if there's something like a street team or something like that. What would be a good way of doing that? But I'm all about that. There really should be maybe some kind of special swag pack that I put together for anyone that clearly goes out of their way and helps get this in front of some eyes that it otherwise wouldn't have seen. That's a great idea, and there should be something special for that. I like that. I need to go back through these comments. I don't have my notepad to write these down, but that is a great idea. I just talked to a promoter producer from Argentina on my podcast, and I mentioned the Kickstarter to him, see if he can promote the campaign. Have one of his Instagram lives. He usually goes and gets eyeballs on the project in South America. That's great. Yeah. Alibaba Productions. They did Tom Cruise Mission Impossible. Interesting. One of the early on years ago, I've had about 10 different studios and distributors that have contacted me that are interested in Aladdin 3477. One of them, I think, is called Legend Films. And the partner is Tom Cruise that owns this. I think it's a distribution company, and the main places that they focus on are the US, China, or maybe it's Hong Kong. I can't remember. And India, which I thought was interesting because, like, oh my gosh, that's like the main three. If I had to pick three countries, it would be, this is an American film, so obviously US, India, the Princess of India, and Aladdin's from Hong Kong. And there are parts that take place in China as well. So lots to consider with that. The cheers and jeer moment. Nice idea. What's up, Tom? I knew that would be the comment. Poor Eager. I don't know what that is, PMK. What's Eager?
That's the dude's name.
Who? What dude?
Left the comment.
Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. Oh, my life is in ruin.
I mean, when your name doesn't look like a word, then I get it. So was that a typo? I think you should be more worried about that.
It may be where he's from. That's a popular name. Who knows? Props for patience with the hater. Yeah, it's it's not for everyone. And I don't know, the thing is that's cool is that people care. And I think that's the thing where you want to be. The only thing worse than people hating your project is people not caring. People that just see it, like if they see the movie poster and they just walk by. I would rather have people stop and go, "What is this?" and la 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 la, because you know what? Say what you want about them hating it, they care. It caused a reaction. That's better than no reaction at all. I got to tell you.
I mean, we do get upvotes on the Reddit, but there's so many upvotes, but where are those comments,
That's the other thing you have to keep in mind too, is people are more likely to vent than they are to say what's great. So a lot of times when you hang out with a friend, "Hey, how you doing? What's going on?" Da, 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 da. Usually people don't say, "Oh, things are great. I got a promotion at work, and hey, I did this, and I hung out with a friend the other day. We caught up. It was great. Oh my gosh, everything is peachy." Usually when you hang out, it's like, "Oh my gosh, I was sick last week as a dog and this and that. And then, oh my gosh, this person in my family, like this is going on. And it's so much drama." You know what I mean? Like people, like that's just what people do. We vent with each other, but usually we don't realize all the other good things that are going on. It's just kind of what we do. It's just kind of human nature for some reason. People are more likely to voice something they don't like than something that they love. People are just less likely to leave compliments. That's just how it is. I don't know why. Bought the film Conjure on Amazon. Have not watched it yet. That's awesome. And thank you, Justin. Just know, Conjure, the budget was $300. I did it basically all myself with a Sony Handycam. And part of that $300, 200 of that was the Sony Handycam. It was done so DIY. It's incredibly experimental. A lot of people praise it for the creativity, but the quality of it, there's no like professional lighting. There's no professional sound or anything like that. I'm really proud of what it was, but don't let that be indicative of what to expect from Aladdin, because they're not even in the same library in terms of quality, in terms of anything, really. Don't forget that Conjure was pre-sale. That's right. Kicked King Kong's butt on that one website. Yeah. So Conjure, I think, and what website, I'm trying to remember what website, it might've been just horrormovies.com or something like that. But any milestone that I could get, I mean, you use, right? You kind of, you roll with the punches and hang on to what's real. So there was a website where the pre-sales for Conjure, because it came out the same week as Peter Jackson's King Kong. And there might've been, maybe it wasn't horrormovies.com. It might've been Hollywood Movies. It was a site that I had never heard of before, to be honest, but their pre-sales for Conjure were bigger than King Kong. True story. Street Team is exactly what I need, 100%. Yeah, I would agree. Listen, no filmmaker can ever be as bad as Neil Breen. His movies are so bad. They have a cult following. He's produced 5 films going on 6. Conjure is probably 1,000 times better than anything Breen has made.
We got compared to Neil Breen.
You got them
compared to Neil Breen on Reddit. Yeah.
Oh, on Aladdin 3477?
The trailer, yeah.
Gotcha. I mean, I don't know. I find that really... All right, well, but is that a bad thing? Because a lot of people love Neil Breen, right?
I believe the exact comment was, "I don't know if I have it in myself enough to watch the new Neil Breen film and this film." There was more to it, but it's graphic, and I'm not going to get into that. So.
Gotcha. Which, by the way, you guys want to know how you can help? Go on Reddit, look up Aladdin 3477. There's already a few pages that there's a lot of back and forth and a lot of talk about it. There's some good comments, there's some bad comments, but go in, get into the conversations, keep it going. This is kind of what helps us to trend. And it's kind of like they say, there's no such thing as bad publicity. get in on some of those conversations, get some back and forth dialogue going, because sometimes you win people over. A lot of times people watch the trailer and they don't realize what an underdog low budget project that this is. And once they realize that, or once they realize what has gone into making this, I'm pretty sure it was horrormovies.com. All right. A lot of times they, everything's about perspective and how you judge things. Eric Steele says, I do love Neil Breen.
Eric.
So funny. All right. Here's what I wanted to chat about next. Oh my gosh. The Aladdin 3477 Recreate My Trailer. So unfortunately, and you never know how things are going to pick up. So some of the things that I've been dropping, like the movie trailer, has taken off like wildfire. I think 2 days later, when I dropped the Recreate My Trailer, which I wanted to drop when the trailer was still fresh, because I wanted to show examples of things that I had done, kind of recreating the trailer. But I think it got lost in the shuffle because I didn't get a lot of comments. I think a lot of people haven't really seen it. So I dropped it again kind of on yesterday, I think. Again, it's just not picking up traction. I hope you guys have seen it. I hope you guys have checked out the video. I put a lot into the video. It was a lot of fun to do. This is a great contest. The grand prize is $2,000 plus a fixed gift card for fixed music, plus Aladdin swag, plus there's something else I'm forgetting. There's a second and third place, which are smaller money prizes, also fixed gift cards, also Aladdin swag. And what it is recreating the trailer in any creative way that you can think. Now, this means you could get like your friends together, or you could just do this yourself. You could refilm making armor out of cardboard and household items. It can be totally DIY. The more creativity is really what I'm looking for. But there's so many ways you could do this. You could animate this. You could use stop motion techniques. You could use Lego to recreate this. You could use Post-its to recreate this. You could draw this as comic panels. You could recreate this as memes. In the official description of the rules, there's actually a link to the official audio from the trailer as is, which you're welcome to use. There's also in that link, you can also download the Cell Dweller tracks. They've actually authorized use for this contest only. You can't just use these tracks for anything you feel like and put it out there. You would have to license those tracks. But for this contest, I have licensed it. They were really cool about licensing that for a great deal, which I have already covered. You're welcome to use those tracks. You could re-edit those tracks or remix them if you're into that. If you're musically inclined, you could recreate the music or create your own music. There's so many different things that you could do creatively. If you have questions, well, could I do this? The answer is yes. Well, could I do this? The answer is yes. Get creative with it. Do something. This is just going to be off the hook. It's going to be so fun to see how you guys recreate the trailer. I can't wait. If you guys have questions, I want to know what they are. Let's talk about it. I also want to know, whether you're doing this or not, what are some of the coolest ways you would like to see people recreate the trailer? Like, do you want to see, like, I showed food? Like, do you want to see the trailer completely recreated out of hot dogs? Like hot dog people, where you're drawing like little faces and like it's hot dogs running around. I mean, it's creative, right? And it would be entertaining. And it doesn't always have to be a funny representation of everything. By the way, the thing that I wanted to share with you guys about the video that I put together for Recreate My Trailer, I recreated, I think, more than half of the shots from the trailer. And I did it in a bunch of different ways. Some of it I did stop motion animation. Some of it I did, I took like a Barbie doll and I kind of repainted it like Princess Kamala. I did a bunch of things where I filmed myself with the wigs and all of that, which was a lot of fun to do. but just to show, I wanted to do it myself. So I'm not just asking you guys to do it. I wanted to lead by example, kind of show how easy it was. So what I did is I actually only took 2 days to do this. And I know some people say, because you could get your friends together, you could get a whole team and make something awesome. Some of you might be like, I don't have any friends that would want to do this. Well, what about family? And my family wouldn't be into it. Just to show that you can do it yourself, I gave myself rules. I gave myself 2 days. I did everything myself. No help, no friends. All of the shots that you see of me recreating the action, I put my iPhone on a tripod, or sometimes my iPhone was just sitting on a shelf angled, and I would try to get myself into position and I would just recreate the shots. I did it all myself. I took 1 day to make things. So I drew some artwork. I got like cardboard boxes and painted them together. I actually ran to Salvation Army and I told myself $20. I'm only going to spend $20. And I found some great things. Like for 95 cents, I found a giant cookie tin that's roughly the shape of Fidji's body. 95 cents. Then I found a boom box. It's not exactly Fidji's head, but it kind of looked like a robot head. And I think that was only $4.95, or it might have been $6, but it had a like a green sticker on it, which meant that day anything with the green sticker is like 25% off. So I got that for $5. I think I picked up like the Barbie doll. It was like it didn't even have clothes. It was like a nude, pretty used Barbie doll with brunette hair. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this looks like, Princess Kamala. So I literally just painted the Princess Kamala costume on this nude Barbie doll. But it was just a quick shot in the trailer and it totally worked. So I bought all of these random things, took them home, painted them, kind of put them all together. So that was day one. Day two, I just filmed everything, filmed myself. I went outside. It was actually snowing. You probably see in the shots that it shows me outside. There's a little bits of snow kind of going around. Excuse me. And I put on a wig to look like Aladdin, and then I put on a long wig to look like Princess Kamala. The rule was, though, I couldn't use any, because obviously I could have used the real Fidji, or I could have, for a gun, I could have used this prop right here, right? But I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to show any advantage that I had by using anything actually from the movie. Anyone could do this with just random household props. Creativity is key, and that's really what I'm looking for in this contest. So I hope you guys have been exposed to the contest. If not, look for that video on YouTube. It's the Aladdin 3477 Recreate My Trailer. I'm going to go to the comments now. I want to hear what you guys are thinking for this. Is anyone going to do this? And if you are, what are you doing? If you're not going to do this, what are some of the things you would like to see people? How would you like to see people recreate the trailer? I need a publicity stunt. You know what? We were talking about this a while back, and man, it's just, we didn't really have time to do it. But one of the things I wanted to do was to take the actual sky sail. It's actually 22 feet long. It just fits in my garage, but I wanted to get a trailer, cart this downtown Detroit, just park it in the middle of, maybe not in the middle of an intersection, but on the side of a street. Have Eric dressed up as Aladdin, like working on the sky sail, and just randomly with secret cameras film people like seeing that, and maybe having like Fidji can be puppeteered from underneath, and we'd have to do it in a way where you don't see the someone puppeteering Fidji. But how great would that be? And maybe after a while, there probably would even be police like, what, you can't just park this here. What is this? And then keep Eric in character going, oh, sorry, I know, I'm just trying to fix the, oh my gosh, what's the thing that Harshad takes? Oh my gosh, I can't believe I forgot the name of this. It's the little cylinder. It was like a power converter. Yeah, it's a something. I forget the name of it now.
Nowadays, I feel like Eric would get tasered. I don't think they would play around with that.
I don't know. I
But
don't
you
know.
know what? Like you said, no such thing as bad publicity, and he'd probably get the feeling back in his face after the 2 days.
Eric would probably still do it.
He would. That's
Yeah,
that's the
he
beauty
would.
of it. He would.
Milton says, great contest. Perfect for the horror film roulette crew. I agree. So for those of you that do the horror film roulettes, this would be something really cool to do. Grand prize is 2K. That's nothing to shake a stick at. And it's fun and it's creative. Anything goes with this. I want to see creativity. Can't wait to see what you guys do. So impressive. Sadly, bugles are not great for Lochan fingers. So this is a funny story. Dave Todd was going over some of the ideas with this. And one of the things originally that I was going to do for the shot that you see where I've got a cardboard head that I made, and I've got like these cardboard, like the pinchers, that Lochan Shyamalan has. And I was kind of talking over ideas with Dave Todd, and he was like, dude, bugle. I think I mentioned food, and the first thing Dave Todd said was bugles. Oh my gosh. We were like, yeah, the bugles on your fingers. So this was weeks and weeks ago. And so I bought a bag of bugles. Unbeknownst to me, Dave Todd bought a bag of bugles, and both of us had the same reaction. We started trying to put bugle. We couldn't fit them on our fingers. The weird thing is, on the bag of bugles, it actually says, it's got like a starburst, and it says America's #1 finger hat, right? I couldn't even on my pinky get a bugle to fit. I don't know if they've made them smaller.
Oh, geez. Well, if I can't get them on my fingers, then it's impossible.
I mean, I don't even know how a baby would get those on there. So I ended up making pinchers with just with cardboard. But that was interesting. Had to go back to hear what James said about Neil Bren, but there's no way anyone can compare this with any of Neil Bren's movies. His new movie is entirely green screen. It's that bad. I would consider seriously watching his first 2 movies, which are on YouTube for free. Interesting. 1 week to write, 1 week to shoot. 1 week to write, 1 week to shoot, 1 week to edit, and 1 week to procrastinate. That's great. That's a good thing. And you guys still have a little over 3.5 weeks. So even if you're jumping in now, you've got plenty of time, not as much time to procrastinate, but you've got plenty of time to write down your ideas, call your friends, get everything together. If you're putting artwork together, or depending on how you're making this, if you're actually shooting this, if you're doing all artwork or animation, you have probably more time to do the artwork. 1 week to edit, 1 week to procrastinate. And there's a lot of really cool things that you can do with this for sure. Cell junction. Thank you, DTE. It's the cell junction. So that would be, that's a thing. It's in the movie. You'll have to see what the cell junction is. Actually, I've got it in the other room. I could go grab it right now.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, there's 2 of them that I have. There's 2 cell junctions for 2 different sky sails. You should send out Aladdin 3477 stickers to schools for kids to stick them everywhere and have them photo it back to you. That's a great idea. One of the things I need to keep in mind with that, because there's something I'm going to share a little bit later in this show, is I wouldn't be able to have anything that has a gun on it. So even if it's a futuristic gun like this, guns are not allowed in schools anymore. So I did a presentation at a school not too long ago, and part of it was promoting Aladdin 3477. And little did I know later, it was kind of a no-no, because I showed this sizzle reel for Aladdin 3477, and it had guns in it and shooting, and there wasn't any like real violence or anything like that, where like it showed people getting blown away with like blood packets and stuff going everywhere. But still, even images of people holding a firearm, whether it's fake or not, public schools don't want it. If high school drama groups, college frats or sororities got wind of this, they could have a ball. I agree. I'm trying to figure out how to get the word out. You know, that's a great idea. Maybe I can hit up some Facebook message groups. Gosh, I need to get on that. Faux show. I need to get on that. Heather's favorite snacks are bugles. PMK, I want to know, can she actually get the bugles on her fingers? That's what I want to know. Problem solved. Fat bugles. Do they sell fat bugles? Maybe they do. Oversized ones?
You get a good market like Bugles XL.
But I feel like that should be the bag that has America's #1 finger hats, because the regular size does not. I think we actually have a few pics of Aladdin stickers in half a dozen states at the moment and around the world. The original bumper stickers, which is great. But we need new bumper stickers with new logos and some other things with stickers, which stick around. If you guys are sticker fiends, you guys need to stick around, because I got something to show you cats tonight.
I've seen them in mailbox.
Just a sticker with the word Aladdin 3477. You need people to see the title and for them to see it enough to get them annoyed to find out what it is. That's a great idea. She can get bugles on her fingers. That's amazing. Amazing. All right. So the next thing I wanted to start sharing with you guys, so much to talk about, but finally, you guys probably want to start seeing rewards and some of the cool things that you guys are getting. All right. You got it. First up, I wanted to share with you guys a close look at some of the box art for the Fidgy designer toy. Now, you've probably already seen this in real quick flashes in, I think, the Fidgy video that I dropped and also the Kickstarter. This is actually the one side of the box, and it says 6 designs plus secret edition. And other sides of the box that I'm not showing you yet are more full color, but I just love the look of this. It's just kind of this retro look. Fidgy, pronounced Fidgy, is Aladdin's custom sidekick, a modified servoid robot. Fidgy hovers around, assisting with all of Aladdin's antics. So I wanted to share with you guys. Also on the top of this side there's a flap, and the flap that kind of goes over, it says in Cantonese, it says Fidgy. And there's kind of this cool little schematic of Fidgy. And I wanted to show you guys. Oh, I should show you first. All of the Fidgys come in foil packaging like this. And this is actually really nice. This is not chintzy packaging. Like, this is actually really nice. And you can reseal it and reuse it, which is really nice in case you wanted to take Fidgy into outer space. This is his sleeping bag. But really nice foil. And then this here is a look at the actual packaging right here, but I'm going to leave this up on the screen because you guys can see it clearer. But here is the flap, the top flap on one side that goes over, and you've got Fidgy on there. It's hard to see with this lighting. And there it is right there. Then I wanted to show you guys the top of the box. And again, it's just kind of a blueprint of Fidgy. It's a little less is more. It's not in full color. And the reason I didn't want to go full color is because there's 6 different versions that all have different paint jobs, but they all have the basic Fidgy design, which looks like this. Next interesting thing that I wanted to show you is when you've got the top of the box, and you don't see this until you open the box, but as soon as you open, the way the box opens, it's the back flap that opens up, if I'm not mistaken, I think. Yes, I believe so. I believe, I'm not, actually, maybe it's, I can't remember which side it is that opens, but when you open the box, that's when you see, when you open it up like this, it actually says Shiva to Believer on the inside. You're probably asking, what's Shiva to Believer? You're going to have to watch the film to find out. Shiva to Believer. And then next up, we've got the back of the box. And here's a close look at that here. And then this just has, a lot of the information, the social media. I've got hashtags on there. Fidgy Friday. And it's got, like the choking hazard, recycling information, all the good stuff. From multiple countries. It's got information on recycling. You might be saying, wait, why are there multiple? Don't you just need to put recycling for one? Actually, when products come from Asia, part of what they're talking about, some of the recycling is referring to the box, and then some of the recycling is referring to the actual figure, which I never knew you would have more than one. So you learn something new all the time. Not for children less than 3. I love the face of this little kid here. So yeah. So next thing I wanted to talk about is the block figures. Of course, we shared Princess Kamala 2 weeks ago. Last week, it was all about Aladdin. And he comes with this tracking light. And the detail on these characters is just awesome, just cool. And so what I wanted to share with you guys this week is a closer look. I announced last week that instead of stretch goals, we're doing thank you gifts. And everyone who has supported this campaign at any of the reward tiers, you are going to get for free. In addition, so even if you're only supporting the first tier, which gets you 8 items, you're not just getting 8 items now, you're getting 9, because you are going to get this Hong Kong Trooper for free. Everyone gets this in the first swag box. And so I wanted to share with you guys today a close look at the Hong Kong Trooper figure. Look how cute this guy is. He's so adorable.
Get out of the way, you don't need one.
The armor is off the hook. The armor is amazing because it's not just like the giant shoulders and like the backpack and the chest armor, which is kind of all one piece. There's actually these really cool gauntlets on the sides, and these are exactly like the figure. Like, look, there's actually the kanji, and the kanji is only on one side. So this isn't the same thing on both sides, because on this side, there's this little piece. It's almost like a little side shooter pack. And then this side has the kanji printed on. Same thing with the legs. If you look at the front of the legs here, there's actually kanji going down that side, not that side, because it's not totally symmetrical. And then it's got these giant leg pieces that snap onto the sides. It is so cute. It's so adorable. If that wasn't enough, the front of the helmet, see if I can get this here. The front of the helmet lifts up. You can actually see Jeff Norgrove. I think Amar Nemo might have played Desi, and Cam Turner also played a Hong Kong Trooper, but it was usually Jeff Norgrove. And so there's Jeff hanging out inside. So cool. And then this Hong Kong Trooper comes with 2 guns. Usually they carry one at a time. But the cool thing is you can put the second gun, you just attach it to their backpack. Super, super cool. I'm just so happy with this figure. It's so rad. Oh, wait, there's more. So what I want to chat with you guys about now. So this is your first thank you gift. And I wanted to share with you guys what your second thank you gift is. Now, I thought that I was going to be able to say that, like, this is what you guys are getting, but we have to hit the next milestone. The next milestone is 40K, which we're going to do. We're less than 300 away. So as soon as we hit it, you guys are going to get this thank you gift. And so it may happen tonight, it may happen tomorrow, I don't know when, but this is the next gift that you guys are going to get. Now, not every gift can be a minifig or something crazy like that. So the next thing, I think this is so neat. Some of you might really be into it. Some of you might be like, no. But everyone's going to agree, whether this sounds like something you would want or not. When you see this, you're going to think this is so cool. The next thank you gift that you guys are going to get is a sticker sheet. Now you might be like, a sticker sheet? What? This is a large sticker sheet. It's 7 by 10. There's multiple stickers on it. Some of you might be like, oh my God, I love stickers. Awesome. Thank you. That's cool. Some of you might be like, dude, stickers, a sticker sheet. You want to see this sticker sheet? Here it is. Right here. Ooh. Oh, would y'all look at this?
Look at this.
Look at this sticker sheet. This sticker, I wish I could zoom in. I don't think I have the ability to zoom in closer. This sticker sheet has 13 stickers on it. It's 7 by 10, so it's almost like magazine size. It's a pretty big sticker sheet. There's 13 stickers on here. This is so fun. This was designed by Deanna Sheehan, and I just love it. I love that in the background we see the part of the Hong Kong marketplace set, the new Kowloon marketplace set. It's just so cool. We've got the Taj Mahal. We've got the Aladdin logo. We've got the Klepto Blaster that Aladdin uses in the first film. We've got the Grand Vizier personal shuttle. We've got the Lamp of Wisdom. We've got the Jinn of Wisdom symbol, the 6 symbol. We've got Lochan Shyamalal's helmet in all of its glorious detail. Of course, Fiji. Of course, Princess Kamala. Of course, Aladdin. We've got the Red Star, and we've got one of the Red Star's swords. So cool, so fun. So some of you might be like, what would I do with these stickers? Like, what am I going to do with these? Let me tell you what you're going to do with these. You can put these stickers on your laptop. You can put these stickers on your phone or your phone case. You can put these stickers on your sketchbook. I want to hear some comments. Where are you guys going to put these stickers? These are fun, right? Everyone is going to get this for free in the first swag box. I'm pretty confident we're going to hit 40K. We're just under it, under $300 away from getting this. So as soon as we hit 40K, this will be the official next thank you gift. If you guys want more cool thank you gifts like this, again, keep telling your friends as we kind of do more and we raise funds higher and higher. All this means for you guys is more thank you gifts that you get for free. This is no cost to you. These are added gifts on top of everything else that you're already getting with your rewards. So I hope you guys dig this. I think this is so cool and so fun. I can't wait to stick. I'm going to stick these everywhere. I think this is so cool. Let's go to some comments and see what you guys think about some of the stickers. Where are you guys going to put these anyway? Let's see. What do we got here? All right. So, oh my gosh, is this in regards to the sticker sheet? I love how it's, oh, this is probably the Fiji box. I love how it says it's not a toy, it's a collectible, yo. So what I did I was doing a lot of the research on the, the collectible art figures. Like this is a dunny right here with the, there we go. It's easier to see right there. So I was looking at the packaging, and a lot of them really make emphasis on things on how they're collectibles, or this is an art toy, this is a designer toy, and it's just kind of a nice little premium figure. Love it. Love all of the emojis. Twitch is from Jim Toe. Oh, nice. Awesome. Thanks for chiming in, Jim. Dude, the work you've been sharing on Instagram is amazing. You guys need to check out Marvel Comics artist Jim Toe on Instagram. Love it. Number one. How cool. I've been sharing your work in the and Marilyn, I've got to get back to you. My hands have been so full. I need to get back to you. I'm on it. I will get back to you soon. Aladdin 34, 1,454 years in the making. Boom. Yeah, it's not quite 1,500 years. What is interesting is Aladdin 34, when Aladdin 3477 takes place, it'll actually be the 1,500th anniversary of Star Wars. Is there reference to that in the film? There is reference to that in the film. Nothing too crazy, but and that's not why I named it Aladdin 3477, but it just so happens. Pikachu, what? This looks so cool. Thank you, Marissa. I love that artwork. Did you do that artwork, or is that can't be AI? I think that's your own artwork. That looks amazing. Great job on that, Marissa. Aladdin 3477 color forms. Oh my gosh. James, do you even know what color forms are?
I had Power Ranger color forms for
really?
Growing up. Oh yeah, well, there are boxes and boxes of this. That you opened up the box, they would have like the little box inside there would be the diorama for the little color forms. I don't even think they make those anymore.
Wow. Crazy. You know what would be cool? Fathead's wall decals. Imagine a Fathead Fidgy. You know, Fathead headquarters is here in Detroit. That's a great idea. A life-size Fidgy. People would love that because you can have it on your wall and you could stand next to it and it's like it's floating behind your shoulder. Gosh, what a great idea. I love that idea. I need to write I'm going to go back through these comments and write all of these down. Like to get a small sticker for my car window. Gosh, car decals. What a great idea. All of your swag stuff is so cool. You've always been super generous and so creative in all you do. Stickers are so cool. Maybe it's my old school days of collecting stickers, or maybe the crazy teacher in me that loved getting stickers. So I used to give them when I taught elementary kids. I have a funny story about stickers for me. I also, Marilyn, loved stickers when I was a kid, and I had friends that had albums. They would just make sticker albums of stickers that they collected. A lot of my friends had scratch and sniff stickers, and I remember I thought those were so cool. And when I was in first grade and second grade and maybe even kindergarten, the teacher would give out to students that did really, really well. Every time a student did well or got an A on a spelling bee and this and that, they would get a scratch and sniff sticker, and she would cut them out and then give the actual square. So you could put the scratch and sniff sticker wherever you wanted. And my friends would let me and I would sniff, and, there's like banana and chocolate and, whatever flavors and stuff. I wanted scratch and sniff stickers so bad, but I was never good enough as a student, and I never got one in class. I was absent-minded professor in school for sure. My head was in the clouds, and I just, it is what it is. So the funny thing was, I remember I had a birthday where, your mom's like, what do you want for your birthday? And all I wanted was scratch and sniff stickers because all the other kids had them from school and I didn't have any. And I just wanted to smell beautiful things. Like at any moment, I love that you could have a little booklet that you carry around with you with scratch and sniff Snickers. And I just imagine myself I don't know, maybe I'm shopping through the mall one day and walking and, just at the spur of the moment, gosh, you know what I would love right now? The smell of a fine banana. You know what? Let me pull out my wallet here and flip to the banana. Oh, here we go. And then just put it back and then just keep walking. This is me as a kid. This is what I would imagine.
That could have been traded like currency back then.
So funny. So where are we? Where I'm lost. Oh, here we go. That's lots of people putting stickers on fast food drive-through bollards. Just saying, oh my gosh. Yeah, that's true. But hey, it's spreading the word. Red Star would be a cool bumper sticker for sure. It would.
Peekers.
It's all just way too nice. Nice work. Thank you, Marilyn. Excellent. Yeah, I love the sticker sheet, and the Fiji box I think is really cool. I'm just proud of you and all you do. Thank you, Marilyn. But I will get back to you soon. Oh, Photoshop edit. Okay. Love it though. It looks awesome, Marissa. Very, very cool. By the way, you guys, if there's anyone watching that's really into really cool makeup, and I forget what else Marissa has on her channel, but she has a YouTube channel. Those of you that are on YouTube right now, you can click on Marissa and check out her stuff. But she's got like, I think she might even be endorsed by like different makeup lines, and there's different companies that send her products and stuff that she tries on. But she's got like this YouTube channel that it's really kind of, she's putting videos out all the time, and she also shows her artwork and different things that she's doing with that. Making waves for sure. So definitely hit up her channel and subscribe. Bobblehead Fiji is a must at some point. Of course, it's like perfectly designed for that. I would love a what's it called? The bobbleheads. What are the
Funko Pops.
Funko Pops? Yeah, I would love that. Fiji piggy bank to save up for Kickstarter.
Yeah.
That's great. That's awesome. I love that. I would just love a Fiji piggy bank. That's great. I have folders full of scratch and sniff stickers from great. Well, you must have gotten better grades than I did when I was in school. Yeah, I still have some from my sticker books. Scratch and sniff Aladdin for when he climbs out of the Hong Kong pipes. Yeah. Gosh, that's great.
Oh, geez.
That is great. Needless to say, they don't smell so great anymore. Yeah, I wonder what those old scratch and sniff stickers smell like now. Love scratches, garbage pail kid stickers. Yeah, man, there were Star Wars trading cards that randomly would have Star Wars stickers in those, and it was like a gold mine when you kind of scored a Star Wars sticker.
They also have ones where they look like they're peeking, so you can stick them on your car window or something.
Gosh, that's a great idea.
Like a little Aladdin peeking in.
That's a great idea, where they're peeking through. That's awesome. All right, so I got something I want to share with you guys that I think you'll all find interesting. I certainly can't wait to check this out. So, I should put this up first. So there is, some of you might be familiar with this, or maybe you've heard of it. Maybe you have, maybe you supported this Kickstarter. The Kickstarter was called Surprise! 4 Secret Novels from Brandon Sanderson. I had never heard of this cat before, but apparently during the pandemic, he secretly wrote 4 new novels, and then he did a Kickstarter for it. He kind of calls it A Year of Sanderson. This was last year that he put this out. And the idea is starting this year, starting in January, there would be a new thing that you would get each month, which is either a book, which is 4 of the months. The other 8 months are swag boxes. And each swag box has a different theme to like his characters or some of the different things from his books. Again, I don't really understand. I don't really know his universe or anything like that. But I thought it was a really cool idea. And it's what I was going to do. And part of this, I was inspired by Brandon Sanderson, what he was doing, but already this was kind of a direction I was going. But I have the first swag box, and I can't wait to share it with you guys. I'm going to open it. We're going to unbox. We're going to do an unboxing right here. Brandon Sanderson, 4 Secret Novels. And I'm curious how this is going to compare to what we got going on. I'm just so curious. So right off the bat, the packaging is really nice. It's a custom printed box. This is expensive to do. I mean, I guess if you pull in 41.3 million, it's the biggest Kickstarter ever. He can afford to do custom printing. I would love to do this. We would need a lot more backers. We would need to kick it up, and maybe we'll hit some spikes and we'll take off. But I would love to do kind of a custom package like this. It says air on the side of awesome. So I've already cut this open, but are we ready to see what is inside this swag box? Because I kind of want to compare to what you guys will be getting in your, now keep in mind, your first swag box now already, your first swag box isn't just going to come with 8 items. It's going to come with 10 items because you're getting the 8 items. 4 of them it shows. There's 4 secret items. I'm trying to think if we, in the first box, if we've talked about what some of the other ones are. So the first box, you're getting the official collector's edition. You're getting a Fiji enamel pin. You're getting the Aladdin minifig. You're getting something else I'm forgetting. What's the other thing I'm forgetting? You're getting something else. Now you're getting the Hong Kong Trooper minifig and you're getting the sticker sheet. Oh, you're getting a t-shirt of your own choice. Plus 4 more items that have not yet been revealed. What is in the first swag box from Brandon Sanderson?
Creating our worlds to inspire yours.
What? Oh. Is this just a packing? Oh, is this supposed to look like a dragon or something?
Oh.
Okay, that's cool.
The purpose of a storyteller is not to tell you how to think, but to give you questions to think upon.
I like that. All right, what does this say?
Ooh, spoiler warning. This book contains over 125 hoids. Hoids.
I don't know what, I don't know. I don't want to talk about work. So this is the Hoid package, and I'm not sure. I've tried to read up on some of this stuff a little bit, so I know what all of this is. And the way they talk about Hoid, it sounds like it's a character. But then when I read about Hoid, it's a universe. So maybe the universe has a personality in this world. And so the universe is a character. I'm not really sure how it works, but anyway. So this is
a mouse pad.
It's a mouse pad. Do people even use mouse pads anymore?
I've got one.
Really? Do you use it?
Yeah. My corded mouse is more reliable than any trackpad could be.
Would you like another mouse pad?
We'll talk.
Okay. I mean, I know when PCs first became a thing, like when you would put your mouse on the table, like it wouldn't read well unless you had a mouse pad. Like, but now I feel like the technology of mice is so good that like you don't need to have.
I even have mouse feet on my mouse.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Oh, that's cool. I have a trackpad now with my Mac. Next item in here. Oh, look at this, an enamel pin. What is it of? Is that Hoid?
Character pin. Hoid. Yep.
So it is a person. Oh, Jimbo. I'm a little let down here. It's the cardinal sin. You're telling me after 41.3 million, there's only one backing on this?
You know, I don't care how small a pin is. If you don't have 2 pin posts on the back of your pin, bad things can happen. I've seen pin posts break. I've seen pins just going all over directions because they're not held securely. I have a 1-inch pin of a little potato bug, and it has 2 pin posts, and it is the best.
Yeah.
Never have to worry about that thing going anywhere.
Gosh, I was always aware, like, yeah, like this is like if you put this on, it's going to spin upside down and everything. But so interesting. But yeah,
it doesn't feel too heavy, so.
But I never.
It was a decision that I wouldn't have made.
I never thought about like if there's only one that it would also be easier to break off.
You see some heavy.
What else? Post-it notes. Hey. There are still stories to tell. That's kind of cool.
And that's true. There are always more stories to tell.
And it looks like there's another color. Maybe it's another one in here. I don't know if it says the same thing. And then looks like this is a shirt that says Hoyd for president. But if he's already the universe, why would he need to be president? I don't know.
Because I have no idea about this universe.
Yeah.
That's just making me curious to read the book.
Yeah.
I think that look at that. Look at how that works.
So in a way, I guess that's pretty genius. Bunch of stickers.
Where have you left your Hoyd sticker? Share at #Hoyd was here.
That's smart. Again with the hashtag though. If it's not going to show the hashtags, like what's the point? Is there something I don't know? No vandalism, please.
Oh, what's the point?
I don't know. And then there's on the back, it says contains 100% pure nonsense. So it's like 2 sticker sheets, holographic. Not bad.
I do appreciate the holographic.
So we've got in this box, we've got, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 items in your box. You are already going to, in the first box alone, you're going to have 10. Plus, if you're one of the people getting deluxe rewards or the deluxe with the first one is the Sky Sales Guide Club, but then Aladdin's Inner Circle, you're going to get even more rewards. Plus, there probably will be more thank you gifts along the way if we keep rising the way I hope we're going to keep rising. So your first swag box is going to be pretty jam-packed, more than this one was for sure. But some of these items are pretty cool. Some of these are like a mouse pad. I wouldn't. There's no mouse pad you guys are going to be getting unless you guys really want one. So I want to know, is there something you guys really, really want? Because I've got my list of what everything is, but some of this is in flux where it hasn't been announced yet. And if I keep hearing, no, Matt, we really need to have a mouse pad, I may swap something else out so that you guys get that mouse pad if you really, really want an Aladdin 3477 mouse pad. Post-it notes. They're Hyundai. You guys are obviously getting the shirt, even in the first swag box. Plus, you guys can do add-ons for more. The sticker sheet you guys are going to get. So you're going to get that. Holographic stickers. Do you guys want additional holographic ones? I want to know what you guys want. Let's go to some comments and see what you guys are thinking. Marissa says, thank you for the shout out. I do have some indie brands send me stuff, which is pretty cool. For now, I've been focusing on shorts, which I feel like the algorithm has been better that way for me. Cool. Either way, you guys got to follow Marissa. She's got it going on for sure. She is on it. Fidgy puffy stickers. Gosh, that would be cute. Puffy stickers. Oh my gosh. Woohoo.
You sending emojis, Eric?
That's awesome. Jim and Eric sending the emojis and stuff. I need to set up, Eric, we need to have you on here as a guest. We need to figure out a good week for that. Maybe next week, Sunday, we can get that started. An Aladdin coffee mug. Every time you drink, you hear, give me the lamp now, or you must throw me the lamp at once. Here's something I wanted to ask. If you saw some of the behind the scenes, not the behind the scenes, but the trailer reactions with cast and crew, you probably saw that when it got to the point where it was like, you must throw me the lamp at once. Now, some of you might be like, wait, how did they know that it was going to say that if it was the first time watching the trailer? The reason they know is because there was a sizzle reel that I put out years ago that we would play at Star Wars celebrations, or we would play at Full Sail University. So a lot of cast and crew have kind of heard that over and over and over again. And so part of the music transitioning into that was kind of similar in the trailer. So they were kind of expecting it, perhaps. So that's kind of a thing. You must throw me the lamp at once. I'm considering adding another shirt to your choices that is maybe it shows Harshad screaming, the side profile, kind of thing. And then just having giant words across the shirt, it's maybe they're kind of jumbled and like crumbling apart. And it's just, you must throw me the lamp at once. Would you guys want that shirt, or is it just cast and crew that would want that? Like,
honestly, if it was just a cartoon lamp with the words just kind of like falling, descending around it, no context whatsoever. I would
Yeah.
wear that. I would wear that a lot.
Now you would, but would people who haven't seen the movie or people that weren't part of the production, because it is kind of an inside joke. When you watch the movie, there's nothing about it's actually a really dramatic scene in the film, but out of context in the trailer, it's just kind of this cool, you know, the music leads up and then you must throw me the lamp at once. So it's kind of, I don't know that it's funny, but it's just kind of, it's just out of context. And you're like, what is going on? Right.
The context graphic tees are honestly pretty big right now. I saw a Korean guy walking by, not me. I saw a Korean guy walking by and he was wearing an orange hoodie and it just said carrots across it.
Okay.
Because he did not like that doesn't, he didn't know what that said. You just thought it looked cool, kind of like how we might see kanji and think that looks cool.
Absolutely, you're right.
And it might say carrots when we think it means like dragon or something. So
yeah,
I have no idea what that guy thought it said.
True story. James, a potato bug pin. Oh my God, LOL, yuck. Those things are nasty and crazy looking. A lamp when you rub it or pick it up and it says that. Oh my gosh, that would be funny. You pick up the lamp and it says, you must throw me the lamp at once. It'd be funny if it was a little, I don't know why. This would be a weird place to have it, but even like a toilet seat, if you had like a little speaker, anytime someone sits down, you just hear Harshad, you must throw me the lamp at once.
I would make that my text notification.
There you go. Gosh, that's another thing I should do. I should have sound bites for like Fidgy noises and stuff that you can have your ringtones be Fidgy. Gosh, there's so much I need to get on. A lamp when you pick it up, it says that. Yep, good idea. It will become iconic. Yes. Yes. Interesting. All right. Thank you guys so much for hanging out in the lounge tonight. Man, we had a lot to go over, a lot to show. There's going to be a lot to show next week. I can't wait. So please keep telling people about the Kickstarter. Send everyone there. Again, the best thing you can do is direct message, email, text people. And all the shares have been great, and sharing stuff online that's kind of a blanket thing that goes to everyone. That's good. But if you have friends that you know would want to see this, you have to hit them up directly, because their chances are they aren't seeing all of the blanket posts that you put out. Hit them up individually and tell them specifically why you think they would really be into this. That's really the best way to kind of get traffic there and to get people into it. Please keep up with the Aladdin Draw This in Your Own Style. I love seeing this. I'll try to get some of the other ones that I didn't have on this week. I apologize. I'll get those on here. And then my head has just been in 100 places at once. Keep telling people about the trailer. Go to the YouTube channel, go to the trailer, check out some of the amazing comments, and leave your own comments on the trailer, because that helps the algorithm go up, and that's going to help more and more people see it. YouTube really kind of, it helps when there's traction of comments. So please go and leave comments. Comment on other people's comments on the trailer for sure. Trailer reactions are cool. Obviously, you guys have already seen the trailer, though. Recreate my trailer contest. Oh my gosh, if you're thinking about doing this, please do it. I cannot wait to see. I can't wait to see your creativity for how you bring this trailer to life. I cannot wait. That is going to be so exciting. If you guys dig the thank you gifts you guys are getting for free, again, please help. There are a number of ways you can do this. One is obviously you could manage your pledge. You could graduate to a higher reward tier, which is helpful. You could go back and manage your pledge. You could select more add-ons, but that's not the only way to help. The best way to help is just to tell your friends and let them know about all of the cool things that are happening with the Kickstarter and why they might be interested. And I've got more fun stuff to share with you guys next week. Oh my gosh, so cool. I just fidgeted another Fidgy for Justin. for winning my drawing. No way. Oh my gosh. Got one more character to paint, then I may dig into some other Aladdin stuff. David, that is awesome. Thank you so much. I can't wait to see and share the new Fiji as well as your other stuff. Man, you are just killing it, and I appreciate the work that you're doing so much. It's amazing. Just forever grateful, man. It is so cool. Showing the trailer to all my classes, and we're getting on the art teacher to show her students too. That is amazing, Marilyn. I can't wait. That is epic. So cool. Awesome. I've got new videos on the way that are showing the art book that's coming out and showing some sample layouts for that. So much is on the way. And I know it seems like you've seen it all. You have not. We're not even halfway through the campaign yet. There is more to show and share and dropping. I really want this to be the coolest Kickstarter campaign ever. So I hope you guys are digging it. Thank you so much for following all of the craziness, and I hope you guys continue to do so. Tell your friends, and let's make this big. Let's make this amazing. You guys are absolutely awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.